No, no, yeah, no, no, yeah, no.
This is the new Peugeot 308 GT line, a car that continues Peugeot's push up into a more premium market. GT line, if you're wondering, is a brand new sub-brand from Peugeot that aims to get people into a much plusher model. Now, featuring here on this 308 GT line adds these actually lovely, very supportive leather seats, which have some really nice red stitching. It also includes the external body styling you see, the low profile tyres, the larger alloy wheels, the sporty bumpers, dual exhausts and subtle boot spoiler. Back inside as well, the red stitching continues along the doors and towards the speakers, grab handles, etc, etc. It also includes actually massaging and heated seats on this specific car. Our test car has the 1.2 litre petrol engine, which is turbocharged, produces about 130 brake horsepower and gets to 0 to 60 in just about 10 seconds, just over. Now, as you can tell by those figures, GT line doesn't actually bring any performance upgrades. Do not mistake this for the Peugeot 308 GT, which does have more potent engine options. The GT line instead comes with various luxuries, much like AMG line or M Sport does to BMW. Think of it in the same vein as that. Something that the GT line cars, regardless of what engine you select, does come with is this sports button. It does several things. If I push it, the dashboard goes red, the steering weights up, throttle response increases, and also it can tell me how much power I'm using on the dashboard along with boost. That's quite a nice feature. Also, if I kick it down again, it sort of beefs up the noise. However, this is a bit of a sore point for me because it's fake. If you wind down the window, it's still the same sort of 4-pot noise, someone revving the nuts off of it. That's what you get from the outside. You don't get that burly that this car likes to emit through its speakers, as it's a synthesized noise. That annoys me a little bit. I think in a car, when you buy a car that's well engineered, you know, it should be the exhaust, it should be the mechanics that produce the noise, not the audio system effectively. I know BMW have been doing it for a lot longer. I hate the falseness of it, but that's just me personally. I'm sure, you know, 90% of customers just won't even notice. But that's just something I thought I should make you aware of. It's something that gets to me just a tad. So the 308 in general is a fantastic car. It won Car of the Year, the European Car of the Year, quite rightly so. It's beautifully designed with Peugeot's new touchscreen infotainment system here. There's a nice lack of buttons. It's very stylistic, it's very chic, it's very French in here, which is lovely. It's got this nice little steering wheel which actually adds to the feeling of agility that the car has. And obviously the dials are sat just above. And just like the 208, there are some people who complain that the car, the steering wheel arrangement actually obscures the dials. I think I'm just one of those correct sizes for this car. I don't have that problem, but some people slightly taller than I am do say that the rim of the steering wheel, when you get it all adjusted where you want it, does obscure the dials. But overall, the interior is a lovely place to be. It's a quiet car. There's not a lot of engine noise. Okay, with those larger alloy wheels, you do get a bit more road noise, and you also get the alloys tend to thud into potholes a little bit more. But as for the actual ride comfort, it's still actually quite a well damped car. So it's a comfortable experience through and through. And as I said, a great car to spend time in the motorway. There is space in the back for 2 adults, and then you've got the centre seat, which probably is a bit more suitable for a child. Now, there's not bags of legroom there, unfortunately, like some competitors, say the Honda Civic Sport, for example, which would be a direct competitor to this car. Headroom, again, is okay. It's definitely not class leading in that department. And it's the same story with the boot. The boot is plenty big enough for your weekly shop, but competitors do offer slightly better in terms of how many litres you get for your money. Speaking of money, this car itself costs £21,500, and that's the price you pay for the styling and the vast amount of toys you have on this car. Something else which this Peugeot has the ability to do is park itself if you choose park assist option. So what we do is come to a stop, hit the park button, enter parking slot, indicate which way we're going to park. It will then scan the space, select reverse, hands off the wheel. Now I've got control of the clutch and the accelerator, and what it will do is back me into the space. Now I've got complete control of how fast this system goes. Using the brake, the reversing camera here, and keeping aware of what's around me. See the steering, the car's computer does all of the maths to perform the perfect parallel park. Combined Peugeot claim that this will do 58 mpg, but whilst we've had it, it's only done about 41, which is a little bit disappointing. Okay, granted, we haven't been trying too hard for an economy run, but it's a little bit off, it's fair to say. Overall, the Peugeot 308 GT line is a lovely car to be in. It feels expensive, it feels well designed, and you know, overall it's a great package. And Peugeot have really, this is sort of a return to really good days for Peugeot, because they've been producing not great cars that say for a while now. 308, 208 and RCZR have all really shown that Peugeot haven't lost the knack for building great little car. Overall, the Peugeot 308 acquits itself very well, and if you're willing to spend a little bit extra for this whole GT line package, then it's well worth it. If you don't want the sort of go faster engines and you'd rather just have that sort of sleek styling, and this car does look great with its styling package, then this is definitely something to look out for. Do check out our video of the Honda Civic Sport. That is a direct competitor to this car, another cracker, so that's definitely something else that should make your shortlist if you're considering this sort of stylised hatchback.